Hello guys, what's up? What's going on? And in this video, I'm going to discuss about one issue that I haven't resolved when I built this Amazon full stack application last month. So I'm going to discuss one issue here, and you might also notice that issue if you watch this video from starting to end. So the issue was related to the art total value. So suppose if I add some item into the basket, and if I go to the checkout, so you can see that we got the total amount of this item. But if you refresh, this total amount is not getting persisted on the page reload. So this issue was there earlier, but I didn't realize, and I haven't provided any solution for that in that video. So in this video, basically, I am going to provide the solution for this issue, and we have the same issue on the payment page as well. So if I add to basket some item again, and if I go to the payment page, and if you reload, the total amount of order is not getting persisted. So to solve this issue, we have basically two approach. So the first approach, either you can manage your order into a local storage, and from local storage basically you can maintain this total amount of order while reloading the page. Since we are using the Redux here, so I am not going to use local storage. Okay, so in this video what I am going to use, I am going to use a Redux persist, because we are using Redux in this project. So let's see how we can fix this issue with the help of Redux persist. So what we have to do, and if you have already an application, then you can open the application, and I have already opened the project in the Visual Studio Code. So what I am going to do now, I am going to install one package here. So the package will be like Redux persist. So we have to just adjust some code in our Redux. So let's install this package, then we will adjust some code in our Redux. So guys, our package is installed, so I'm going to just do some modification in the store file first. So I need here from Redux persist. So I have now Redux persist into our project, and I'm going to bring the persist store here, and we need here export const persister, and I am going to basically persist the store, and I am going to export this one as well, and I am going to just remove this one. We don't need this one. Let's go to the root reducer. So in root reducer also we have to adjust some code. So in root reducer I need to bring first persist reducer from the Redux persist, and here I'll bring the persist reducer, and we also need one more thing, that is the storage. So I'm going to import the storage from the Redux persist. So sometimes it suggests automatically, yes. So I need to bring the storage from this path. So make sure to bring the storage from this path, and now we have to do some kind of configuration. So now I'm going to define some configuration here. So that is related to the persist configuration. So I'm going to define one object here, persist config, and I'm going to define one property here, that is key, and the key will be like root. I'm going to give here root. So basically it's going to persist everything from the root. and we need to pass the storage, and we need to provide one more property in this object, that is whitelist. And whitelist means basically which reducer I wanted to persist. So I wanted to persist this reducer, and we have only one reducer in our project, so I am going to provide this data here. So this reducer basically I am going to persist. This is what overall configuration is saying here, persist config. So we have defined the configuration here, and the next thing we have to adjust the export. And now persist reducer, and I am going to pass this configuration persist config and the root reducer. Now one last thing we have to make change. So you have to go to the index.js file, and here we need to bring a persist get, and here I need basically a persist get. So persist get I can get from the, so you can see that we need this persist get here. So let's bring that and make sure the path should be this one in order to bring this persist get. And we have to adjust this import as well. So now I need store as well as the persister. Sorry, I need store as well as the persister, and we have to do some adjustment here as well. So persist get, and I am going to put the app inside this, and we need to provide our persister here. So persister is equal to persister, that is we bringing from the store file, not this one, sorry, remove this one, and we need this one here actually. Yes, so we are done with this, and let's go into the browser and see whether we are able to persist our order total or not. So let's go into the browser, refresh it one time, and let's add some item into the basket. Now go to the checkout and refresh it. So now you can see that we are able to persist the order total here, and the same thing we can check in the payment page as well. So click on the proceed to checkout, and if you refresh it, now you can see that, so the cart total we are able to persist here as well in the payment page. So this way we can persist the cart total with the help of Redux persist, and I hope now you understand how you can persist anything with the Redux. So I hope guys this video is helpful for you, and if you like this video then please press the like button. Thank you so much guys for watching this video. Bye bye.